Hello and welcome to the Education Unpacked channel. Today I'm launching a new feature called Books We Still Love. The first couple of installments will probably be just me, but my daughter's going to come on and talk about books from her childhood or her young adult life that she enjoyed, and we'll have some guest presenters as well. But this is the first installment of this. I hope you like it. I hope you take the recommendations and run with them, and I'll be right back. Okay, so when I first told my daughter that I was going to be doing this feature, her response to me was, well, I'm sure I know one book that's going to be on the list. And I was like, on the list? On the list? Really? It is at the very top of the list, as it has been since I first discovered it. This was my favorite book when she was a child, and it was one of her favorite books. As a matter of fact, she talked about it recently and said that of all the books that she has, because she still has the original copy of it, she remembers that it still smells the same as it did when she was a little girl, and she is and has been a full-fledged adult for a while now. I'm not allowed to give her exact age, but yeah, she is an adult. And the book that I'm featuring for the first installment of Books We Still Love is Half a Moon and One Whole Star by Crescent Dragonwagon, obviously a nom de plume, not her real name, illustrations by the late, great Jerry Pinkney. Now, this book was published in 1986. I think I first purchased it in 96 or 97, so it had been around for a decade or so when I found it. To the best of my knowledge, it is out of print now, but you can find it on ABE and other booksellers, probably through Amazon, because Amazon has everything. This book is a poem, and the main character, Susan, who comes in not at the very beginning, but later, is a little girl who is in the process of going to sleep. What I love about this book, it evokes such imagery, even with the illustrations by Mr. Pinkney. It just evokes such emotions and thought about what happens in the night as we're going to sleep, but life is still happening all around us. It mentions woodland creatures, it mentions lake pond creatures, and it talks about other people. It talks about musicians and bakers and sailors, and it does it it does it in a majestic, poetic way. There's a theme that runs through the book. The line, "So sleep, Susan, sleep," is repeated multiple times throughout the story. Now, shortly after I found this book, I was in a store that I frequented, and the salesperson who I'd become friendly with was telling me that he and his wife were having a hard time with his daughter. She was having nightmares. She was having trouble sleeping through the night. She was afraid and anxious. And I recommended this book to him. And when I went back to the shop a couple of weeks later, he was so grateful. He said, ever since they read that book to her, she slept straight through the night. Okay, it's anecdotal, I know, but it really, really did happen. This is just a marvelous book that, again, the imagery, and I know this is kind of backwards, so I'll probably pop a couple of screenshots up there for you to see. And I'll tell you how it opens. It actually opens with the title on the first page. So it's, "Up above the earth so far, hang half a moon and one whole star. Hang one whole star and half a moon. Nighttime will be coming soon." So from there it goes on. It starts with a couple of woodland creatures. You can see the imagery here. And then Susan is introduced, and it talks about how she's trying to fall asleep and what is going on immediately outside her house, with her parents talking on the stoop, and in the woods, and in the town or city where she lives. So again, this is a great way for children to think about things that, though they may be sleeping, not the whole world is. Even you don't have to cross time zones, just right in your own neighborhood. There's life going on all around you. Birds, insects, fish. So this is a great introduction to that. It's a beautiful poem. It's beautiful imagery. And I still love it to this day and always will. If I'm fortunate enough to have grandchildren, this will definitely be one that I read with them. Obviously, my daughter will read to her own children, and I'm sure this will be on top of the list. So that's it for this time. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.